Hey gang, that's right, it's wrap-up time. You already know what it is up in her. Yep, the 71st edition of the wrap-up celebrating a Detroit Lions victory. Forward down the field, team that will not yet down the field and gain. Yeah, that's right, Lions victory. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
how it goes.
right.
Yep.
Lions win, folks, and let me tell you, they tried to lose. Watching at a local establishment, the crowd was lit. It was crazy out there. Stafford looked very good. He actually looked flawless, I may say. 340, 3 touchdowns, no picks, managed the game well, and his 19th career game-winning drive in the fourth quarter or overtime is now the most among active quarterbacks and the most among quarterbacks since he's joined the league. More than Peyton Manning, more than Tom Brady, more than Andy Luck, more than Philly Bob Rivers, more than Drew Brees. Need I say more? No, you don't.
Nope.
And you know who's second? Actually, Tony Romo. So what does that say? Stafford's the best around. 39-35 was the final score from Lucas Oil Stadium. Prater tried to make things interesting. They took a lead and he missed the extra point. Indy drives down the field, goes up 35-34 because their kicker, Old Faithful, Adam Vinatieri, buries the extra point, 35-34. Lions get the ball, 37 seconds left. Matthew Stafford throws one down the field after a completion to Theo Riddick, and then he gets one to Eric Ebron, and then the final big bomb goes to Marvin Jones, newly acquired top paid wide receiver in this offseason free agent pool. And guess what, folks? A victory. Prater comes on from 43, buried, I tell you. That's what happened. So celebrating the win, 1-0. Has this team got what it takes?
It's. We'll see. I know I'm with you. I thought Stafford looked good. I was a little freaked out with Prater's missing the field goal. It was in the third, I believe. But it does.
The extra point.
Yeah, the extra
fourth
point.
quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter. No, but he did miss one. That was in the fourth quarter, right?
That was man.
So it was. I didn't like seeing that, but he definitely redeemed himself. He didn't let it get rattled. Let himself get rattled. And it's they got promise. They definitely have promise. But as far as we'll see how they do this year. It's still a little early to tell. But it definitely was promising that the first quarter, you're like, all right, cool, this is working good. Second quarter, all right, what's going on? And then, it's I was really worried about that last possession that Indy had. Stranger things have happened to the Lions, so for them to keep tossing it back, I thought we might see someone take it all the way down the field, but it worked out well. So, 1-0, can be happy after the first week. So.
The Lions will now come home to play the Tennessee Titans at Ford Field on Sunday. Dan, we've got to make our picks because we did last week, and Dan, you were wrong.
Yeah,
I was right.
That's fine. I'll just continue going against them.
I'm 1-0, undefeated, the best. You're 0-1, the worst. Haven't won yet.
I feel like UCF.
Oh, rest in peace. Too soon, folks. Let's make our picks now. Lions at home, Titans 0-1 on the year. Get mollywopped at home by the Vikings, led by Shaun Hill. Actually, only a 9-point win. Dan, who are you taking? Spread? We're not betting with the spread. We're just going to go straight up. But the spread is a Lions favor right now, opening the week, 5.5-point favorites at home.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take the Lions. I feel like Minnesota's really struggling. So if you can't take out a weak Minnesota, there's no way you're going to. They're going to win.
You're not going to take out the mighty Lions.
The mighty Lions.
I got Detroit as well at home, starting the year 2-0, and they're going to keep rolling forward down that field. What did you see from the defense in that game?
The defense is pretty good. I liked that they were they were tough, but there were some gaps in there. But I feel like you get these guys that are a little too confident as they're going, and they lose sight of it, and that's why we're in the fourth quarter with just 37 seconds to go, and we're, as a typical Lions fan, gripping at the end of the game.
I thought there's no way they're going to win that game after Doyle came down with his 2 touchdowns from Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck looked really good, the Andrew Luck of old, and didn't have much time to do his work. 4 touchdowns, and it was the old Andrew Luck. He's back. doesn't have many good targets. I mean, he has T.Y. Hilton still, but Dwayne Allen was in the mix. Doyle was in the mix. Moncrief in the mix. Philip Dorsett in the mix. And then you're dishing the rock off to Frank Gore, old reliable. I mean, he made do with what he had. And he looked good doing it, and not good enough, however. The Lions, 39-35. Get a safety on the old hook and lateral, throw it back and forth kind of thing at the end of the game after the squib kick. Time expired. Safety, Lions, move on. 1-0. College football time, Dan.
Yep.
Michigan moves up in the polls to number 4 heading into week 3. They knocked down the Central Florida whatevers 51-14. But there was some scariness at some times. The defense didn't look all that good in the third quarter, allowing the 2 touchdowns. However, Wilton Speight named Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week, quarterback for the Wolverines, and he looked good doing it, slinging 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looked great. Definitely, he's really feeling comfortable in the pocket also. I thought he was looking terrific, very confident. You have some mismanagements sometimes, but he'd come back and just recover from it very impressively. So yeah, looking forward to see what this young guy can do. Harbaugh seems to really believe in him, and he's just taking a terrific turn for the best. And yeah, hopefully he continues the Wolverines to success.
That would be nice. Harbaugh, the man, the myth, the legend, the best. Central, though, did you see the end of that game at Oklahoma State? And there was some controversy now. All of the officials and replay officials have been suspended for an undisclosed amount of time. What happened in this game was a miracle, really. An intentional grounding on Oklahoma State at the end with 4 seconds left. They ran the clock down to 0, and then they allowed Central to have an untimed down at the end, which apparently was not supposed to happen. Central ends up throwing the ball down, Cooper Rush, down to about the 10, caught, lateraled right before he gets tackled, and the gentleman takes it into pay dirt, and Central Michigan goes into number 21, Oklahoma State. The Cowboys knock them out. Must be something about Cowboys. They just don't know how to win, Eli knocks down the Dallas Cowboys, the Oklahoma State Cowboys go down, and they're firing up. I'm shocked Mount Pleasant is still alive right now. There hasn't been too much fire damage or death of overdosing and narcotics and
keeping it pretty
STDs
over there.
Well, that's just the Central way.
Oh, so
What do you mean, oh?
That's true. Yeah, he's got ties to Western, so.
I've been to Central the only time, and guess what happened? Car impounded.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Central, it's just not it's a fun place if you like trash. But, hey, their football team's 2-0. So is Western's.
Yes.
And Northwestern, however, loses again, 0-2. They drop at home. They were number 22 coming into the year. Lose to Western Michigan, obviously, last week at home, and now hosting Illinois State at home. Guess what? They lost to Illinois State. Northwestern, Pat Fitzgerald is going to come unglued his military ways. I don't know what's going to happen to him. It's bad. It's real bad. But definitely some good action. Michigan State stays put at number 12. Tough matchup this week. And that's going to start our picks. That's right, Dan. We got some picks to go on. We both were 3-3 last week. Not the best, however. We added 2 games to the mix because there's a lot of good matchups this week. Mm-hmm. Starting at South Bend, Notre Dame hosting number 18 Notre Dame, hosting number 12 Michigan State. Spread. Notre Dame favored by 7.5 at home. Dan, who are you taking?
I'm taking Sparty.
Sparty?
Yeah. I Notre Dame every year is just, it's the Notre Dame name. Say what you want about them, but yeah, it's the name. I really don't think they've really proven themselves that much, especially with what's going on with their whole situations with the TV and you be part of the Big Ten, be part of this or that. No, Sparty, take them down hard.
Taking Notre Dame because why would I take Sparty? They barely beat Furman.
Yeah.
Notre Dame looked pretty good against Texas, although they dropped her. Yep. But you're at home. You're not going to lose to Michigan State. They will win by more than 7.5 points. I got Notre Dame. Michigan hosting Colorado. Spread. Michigan favored 20.5 points. I got Michigan covering this one yet again.
Yeah, I got Michigan also. This is their first time since '92 that they've had 50-plus back-to-back weeks with 50-plus points. That's promising. we might not see the 50-point breakage again 3 weeks in a row. That'd be great too. But I'm really going with the Wolverines. Hopefully they can pull this out and continue the 50-point excel.
Central sneaking back into our picks for back-to-back weeks after that big win against Oklahoma State. They're hosting the UNLV Runnin' Rebels and favored at home by 13. I got the Chips firing up, covering the spread by more than 2 touchdowns at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with UNLV. Yeah, that's huge. They got a lot of momentum on their back coming in from last week, but I just don't see them taking care of business. I'm gonna go with UNLV.
Big matchup here. Number 2, Florida State, traveling to number 10, Louisville. Spread, Florida State favored by 2.5, and guess what? I got the home team, the Louisville Cardinals, winning this game.
Nice. Yeah, I want to go with Florida State. We'll see what they can pull off. I think they'll be all right.
Bama at Ole Miss, number 1 in the country. Didn't look too impressive against a no-name school this week, only winning by 17 points. Travel to Ole Miss, who's coming off of a tough loss 2 weeks ago to Florida State. If you're Ole Miss, you have Florida State at a neutral environment, and then Alabama comes to your town. You play the number 1 and number 2 team in this almost back-to-back weeks. With the spread at 9.5 and being at home, I'm taking Ole Miss in this game.
Nice. Yeah, I like that pick. I really do. I feel Alabama's really going to pull it off. They're one of these teams that'll just come to your house and throw you around. So, yeah, I got to go with Bama.
Assault and battery.
There you go.
I don't like that one bit. Oregon travels to Huskerville to play the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Nebraska favored by 3. Unranked Oregon ranked 22. I got Oregon in that game.
Yeah, I want to take Oregon too. Definitely.
That's enough about that boring snooze fest.
Right.
A&M rolling into Auburn. Auburn favored by 3.5 at home. However, I like A&M. They've looked too good this year against a couple ranked opponents.
Yeah. You know what? Just to mix it up, I'll go with Auburn. I do like A&M, but yeah, I think Auburn. We'll see.
Is it because of Aubrey's Pizza?
That's it. Yeah, I can smell them across the street.
Moving on, number 3, Ohio State at Oklahoma. Oklahoma number 14, and let me tell you, folks, Ohio State favored by 1.5, and I haven't decided this game here on my sheet because this is too close. Can't talk. Too close to call. Dan, I'm going to let you do it first.
It is tough. Oh, let's go with. Put my wager down. I'm gonna go with Ohio State.
Wager. Whoa, we don't do that. Danny takes Ohio State, and so does Nick.
Yeah.
I have to. Oklahoma's 0-1. Lost a heartbreaker. They're at home, though. Do you think they lose 2? Yes, I do. Ohio State looks too good. I'm sorry. They look very complete, and they're going to move on up because Ole Miss is going to take down Bama, and Louisville's going to take down Florida State. And just like that, it's going to be Ohio State at 1, Michigan at 2, Notre Dame at not there. Michigan State will drop out of the rankings after they lose this week. So there you have it. Those are our picks, not yours. Be sure if you want to pick, go to thewrapup.com. Again, that is not our website. We are still trying to work out the kinks, talk to our legal team, our advisors, our janitors, our ushers, and all of our good friends here in Shelby Township. So give us your picks. No one gave us any last week. Not expecting any this week. We'll be right back.
If ever there's a reason to be swept up in the season of the falling leaves, and if the days grew shorter and the darkness drew its order from the autumn gray, I'd rather sit this out and sleep the day away instead. Weary eyes a bit too slow and deep. I'd rather sit this out and sleep the day away instead. To worry about the emptiness that comes.
Hey, gang. We're back here. Dan, Nick, as always. Tigers are pretty bad. Big, important series this weekend against Baltimore. They win a very entertaining matchup. On Friday, Victor Martinez hitting a solo home run in the bottom of the 8th inning, defeating the Orioles, who at the time were 1 game ahead. The Tigers pull even, and then Jordan Zimmerman comes off the DL on Saturday, and that's all we're going to say. He didn't survive the 2nd inning, gives up 3 home runs in that span. This guy's toast, man. Burnt, crispy, old, moldy toast. This guy is abysmal, bad. Good thing we paid him $30 million a year. It's a what I would call a poop show.
Yeah, unfortunately. And that apparently word around town is he's going to be missing his next start.
Good.
And he'll be playing a simulation game for about 80 pitches, and they'll go from there.
Let me tell you something, Dan. All right? He got rocked in his AAA start, his rehab start. Okay, let me tell you something. Where does Avila and Brad Ausmus say, oh, he gave up 9 runs in 5 innings. He's ready to come back. We should, in a weekend series at home against the team that we're tied with for a playoff spot. Let's put a guy who can't even pitch in AAA in to start. Are you trying to lose? Huh? Yeah, you, Brad. You loved Brad. You had a date with Brad. That car, the girl names her car Brad.
Yes.
I'd rather have a car named Brad managing this team.
I totally forgot about that, too. God help us if we see that commercial again.
You know what? We might put it on right now. Because why not?
Still
It's
more
a joke.
Still more entertaining than the product he's throwing out there.
No, it's comedy.
Yeah.
Who goes to the Fox Theater or the State or the Fillmore or whatever it's called when you could just go into Comerica Park and sit in the bleachers for $10, have a $10 beer and some overpriced hard cotton candy and listen to the white trash guy next to you. You can hear the sweat coming out of his pores, getting peanuts all over. Yeah, why would you do that when you have that at Comerica Park and you could watch a bunch of overpaid people get managed by the worst manager in sports?
It's pretty bad.
It's comedy. This is great. See you next year, Brad. We know you'll be back after you coach us right out of the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Hey, JV on the mound Sunday. Oh, that's right. The Tigers didn't score for him. What else is new? Remember that? Remember Scherzer, why he was like 500? No wonder why he left.
Yep.
He has an offense.
Yeah.
It's sad. Oh, Fister. Great. Yeah, let's get rid of him. Oh, Porcello. Most wins in Major League Baseball. Good thing we let him go. Most wins. 19 of them. I think you could combine Sanchez, Zimmerman, and Matt Boyd, and you don't even have 19 wins. Good. You guys got it. Roar, say the Tigers. They got 4 against a divisional opponent this week. They'll probably sweep, and then everyone's going to be, yeah, they're back. Woo! And there'll still be a game out in the wild card, which they're down 2 now to Baltimore, 3 to Toronto. And the division's over. I don't care. Oh, well, they got 7 games left against Cleveland. If they win all 7, they'll be tied. That's great. They've only won 1 out of 12 so far. And what planet do you think they're just going to rattle 7 off against a team that's way better than them? Yeah, well, you never know. They're starting to heat up. Look at that offense. Yeah, look at them. There's dust caked on all of them. Haven't had a hit since the First World War. All right? You want to talk, or is this fine for you?
I'm loving this. Just if you want to keep
I
rolling.
could go. I mean, I could keep going. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
You want any facts? I'll BS something together. It's probably better than the product they put on the field.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a roller
Scott's
coaster.
actually is the product they put on the field. Turf Builder.
Yeah.
It's the only thing
Well,
strong
at least something
about
in that field's
the only
working.
thing strong about Comerica Park.
Yeah.
Heather Nabozny and her crew doing a hell of a job. It's pathetic.
It's pretty ridiculous. It's been a complete roller coaster all year. Why should we?
You
expect
guys
for it to
don't
change
understand. Let me tell you something, guys. You guys are you guys are spoiled. I'd give anything to be only a game out of the wild card. Well, guess what, Miami Marlins? All right, you're a joke too. When you are a losing team for so long, oh yeah, we're almost in the playoffs. That's so fun. Guess what? This is a World Series or bust team. Look at our payroll. Look at our pitchers. Look at our coaching staff. If you don't even make the playoffs, they should fire everyone. Victor, gone. You're a fossil. Verlander, sorry, you've been good, but the team blows. We need to just clean up. Clean house. Smell you later, Tigers. Smell you later. Oh, we got 300 million or 3 million fans again this year, guys. Great. They're supporting a poor product. And you know what? You should lower ticket prices. Feel bad for Illich. Guy wants a World Series. He'll never get one.
Try and
He'll
invest as much
never
as he can to see
get
one.
one.
Yeah.
There's a better chance of a Red Wings Stanley Cup before a Tigers World Series. Mark my words, and look at that offseason the Red Wings had.
Yep.
Bad. They have a better shot of a cup than the Tigers have of a World Series. Dan, I interrupted you 3 times. Go ahead.
No, I just want to know what do you think the time window is? Assuming we make three major changes over the offseason.
What do you suggest these 3 changes be?
That's what I'm looking for you to.
Oh, very well, Danny. Let me tell you something, gang. Good friends at Rock Financial. Harry Glant. No, I'm just kidding. Just felt like it was a good transition.
There you go.
Definitely bullpen. We say it every year, and they're like, oh, well, we got Justin Wilson and Shane Green. You didn't get Shane Green. You've had him. And you're just, well, we're going to make him from a starter to a reliever. Oh, great. His ERA 6. Yeah, great 8th inning guy. Make Rondon your 8th inning guy. Since the All-Star break, the guy's not allowed to freaking run. Justin Wilson. Rather have Helen Keller slinging the rock. Let's be real. Guy's abysmal. Depleted. Poor. Low quality. Need I say more? That rhymed.
That works.
I could say more that rhymes with or, but the only word I know would get me escorted.
Number 2 on
Right
the
through
list.
the
Where
door.
are we going with
Come
this?
on, Dan, you interrupted the best part. Ruined it. Go ahead. I don't even. 3 things. You go. I tried to talk. You interrupted me.
Oh. Welcome to Dan's world.
Cherry's world.
There you. Oh.
Too soon.
Which one?
So bullpen obviously number 1.
Yep.
Manager number 2.
Yeah.
And go get some talented offense, not fossils. Hey, we went to the National Geographic Museum and picked up a George Washington, signed him to an 8-year contract. Great. His teeth, the wood from his teeth, are more strong than the wood on each bat. All right? They splinter probably less too.
Yeah.
All right? Get someone with skill. All right? Get a third baseman. Oh, well, Castellanos is going to be back. That's fine. We need someone to back him up. We got Casey Magoo. They took him out of the backwoods. And he had his crow call going. Duck Dynasty call. They want Casey back. Guy's a joke. He can't bend over to get a ground ball. His beer gut gets in the way. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Get some depth. You have none. Oh, well, guess what? Guess who's pinch hitting? Again, back-to-back nights. Tyler Collins. Great. He swung at 2 pitches that bounced 6 times before the plate to strike out. Yeah, oh, maybe he won't do it again tonight. Oh, guess what? Newsflash, he did. And you lost 2 in a row to the White Sox. Me and you could go out and beat the White Sox. Because I won't swing at a pitch in the dirt. And I get paid way less to do it. I'll do it for free.
There you go.
So those are my improvements.
Yep.
Get skill, get a bullpen, fire that whatever.
Do we have any major managers that are up for grabs, or do you have any?
Gardenhire!
Gardenhire.
There's got to be a reason why no one's going for him, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because we like mediocrity here in Detroit. That's why. Anyone. Take Ozzie Guillen. I don't care.
That would be fun.
Give me something.
Yeah.
Someone will get fired. Well, hey, you got fired there. Let's take it. No, you know what they're going to do because it's the Tiger way? Oh, Lloyd McClendon from AAA, come on up. It's time you get the reins. Great, another pretty much rookie manager. You did it in the 80s. That's great. Barry Bonds weighed 130 pounds when he coached him there. And steroids came and he became good. Weird. Also, Brad Ausmus. Wow, great. McClendon, he couldn't coach one of the best offensive teams in Seattle with Robinson Cano and Kyle Seager and Ichiro and all the boys over there. No, couldn't do it. What makes you think you can do it here in Detroit? You can't.
But we signed him. We got him.
Yeah, we'll bring him back to coach AAA. Why not?
Yeah. Started, keep.
He's the one. Zimmerman, I think he looked good. He gave up 9 and 5.
Guys, I think he's ready.
He's ready. Oh, okay. I've had enough of Tigers talk.
That works.
I'm sweating.
Yep.
And I'm angry. You want to talk World Cup or not?
World Cup. Let's do it.
Hockey, not the boring soccer version. World Cup of Hockey, Team North America U23. They're rolling 2-0 in the exhibition rounds. Played Team Europe both times. Dylan Larkin, your Detroit Red Wing, number 71. A healthy scratch, game 1. Game 2, 2 Genos in that game on the 4th line. The team is stacked. Dan, what'd you see?
Yeah, I thought they looked terrific. It's just nice to see those fresh young faces that are essentially going to be the face of the NHL pretty soon. Whether it's between the North American team or Team Canada, I know it doesn't make too much sense right there, but yeah, and I'm looking forward to them. They put in some nice goals. They're meshing well together, and when they start to play big teams like Canada and Sweden, who's connecting perfectly right now, hopefully they can pull something together, and we see a good turnout by the guys.
Yeah, Johnny Gaudreau, Johnny Hockey's been incredible. Flames are lucky to have him. Team USA and Team Canada, a bloodbath their first game. Justin Abdelkader already got put into a chokehold, and the season hasn't even started yet. So he picked up right where he left off. Brett Burns put him in his face, looked a little bit blue. He had him in the old sleeper hold. So good times. Ryan Kessler boards Shea Weber from behind, gets ejected from the game. A fight ensues. Vlasic and Pavelski dropped the gloves. They're on the same team in the NHL, so we're not sure if that was a joke or not, or maybe they hate each other, had a beef to settle. Maybe a woman got between them that one of them's married to. Who knows? Anyways, not trying to speculate. I still got Team North America winning her.
Yeah. Still got Sweden. The Sedins are clicking well with Louis Eriksson.
Yeah, they beat Finland in their friendly.
The friendly
6-3.
Finlands.
So there you have it, folks.
Canadians.
Good times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like there's some wild activity happening outside of the studio. So we're going to have to close the show on that note and figure out what's going on, because why wouldn't we? We like to stick our nose in other people's business. Here at the wrap-up, Nick Buckler, Dan Meyer saying deuce, Bigelow, European gigolo.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.